Radio Million Mile Club, devoted to trucking safety. Register online at redeyeradioshow.com.
As an owner-operator, you have unique needs to ensure you can run a profitable business, deliver on time, and still have time at home with the family. The experts at Fleet Owner bring their expertise to you each week with the For the Driver newsletter, arriving in your inbox every Wednesday morning. This free newsletter will help you stay on point with all of your goals, understand upcoming regulations, and be on the forefront of breaking trucking news. Sign up today at fleetowner.com.
WLWI-AM, the home of the Ben Shapiro Show, and heard on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, a Cumulus media station.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin in Portland, Oregon, where a new storm is threatening to compound the misery for more than 72,000 customers who still have no power after a series of storms over the weekend. Correspondent Jared Hill reports.
This morning, the Pacific Northwest, already battered by winter weather, is bracing for a potentially dangerous ice storm.
Nothing's worse than ice on the road. That's pretty much the scariest kind of condition we can get on the road.
Oregon officials closed 47 miles of I-84 due to the threat of ice. This week's winter wallop plunged much of the country into a deep freeze, grinding air travel to a halt Tuesday.
More than 1,400 flights in the U.S. are canceled or delayed so far today. Just in, troubling new findings on cancer after decades of declining rates. A study released by the American Cancer Society this hour finds colon cancer is now the leading cause of cancer death for men under 50 and the second for women in the same age group. The research shows breast cancer is also on the rise in younger adults. Missed screenings during the pandemic may be to blame. The top Republican presidential contenders have moved on from the Iowa caucuses to New Hampshire, rallying supporters in Atkinson, former President Trump, with a verbal shot at Nikki Haley.
You'd almost think she won. She came in third, and she lost to not a particularly great candidate, obviously, as you've seen. She lost to somebody that beat her by about 2.5 points. Ron DeSanctimonious.
DeSantis had a stop in Greenville, South Carolina.
Nikki Haley said only the top two from Iowa, go on to be viable. Well, guess what? We punched our ticket out of Iowa.
Polls show Mr. Trump ahead in New Hampshire, but not nearly as much as Iowa, where he won the caucuses with more than 50% of the vote. New information on Defense Secretary Austin's secret hospitalization. CBS News has obtained the 911 call placed by an associate.
Can the ambulance not show up with lights and sirens? We're trying to remain a little settled.
Austin was rushed to Walter Reed with complications from prostate cancer surgery, which was also not disclosed. He's back home now. A shipment of medicine arranged by France and Qatar is headed to hostages held by Hamas. The BBC's Yolande Nell.
We understand that they will be transferred across to Gaza. In exchange, we understand Hamas has accepted that there will be a big increase in the number of medicines allowed in for Palestinian civilians suffering in Gaza.
Discount grocer is getting greener.
This is how I got Patrick to switch to Aldi.
Aldi getting rid of its plastic bag option at checkout. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at progressive.com. That's progressive.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code CAR for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code CAR for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code CAR.
Craving a taco? You shouldn't have to travel far to find one.
A new Pew Research study finds 1 out of every 10 restaurants in the U.S. serves Mexican food. California and Texas have the most. LA alone has more than 5,000 of them. 85% of U.S. counties have at least one Mexican restaurant, and the ones that don't account for less than 1% of the total U.S. population. Chris Mavrides, CBS News.
Costco is cracking down on non-members who sneak in with someone else's ID. The company says greeters at several locations are now scanning membership cards at entrances. Some, you have to show your photo ID at recently expanded self-checkout points too. The spokesman says it's not fair to pass on benefits and pricing to non-members when actual members pay for them. Costco, just the latest company to take action. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Homebrew Bradley, come fix my home.
Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home. I know you want to play for one flat rate price. I know it will be right. Bill Bradley, won't you please fix my home?
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy.
I do not believe you.
HIMS.com/JOY. Did you know that 80% of New Year's resolutions fail by February? Did you know there's a good chance it's just hormones? Hi, I'm Evan Bass, founder of Montgomery Men's Health. I started this clinic to take care of men. If your testosterone is low, then motivation, energy, and drive often follow too. Keeping resolutions can feel like walking through mud. Even more so as we age, these things tend to get worse in months. Guys, you're not alone. Your urologist-led support team at Montgomery Men's Health has your back. For years, we've effectively treated with same-day booking, you can meet our passion team. By this afternoon, you'll leave with a plan that's designed to be sustainable. I love you. Guys, say it. Forgot how it used to be. Guys, it's time to feel amazing and crush this new year. Call my team right now and let us treat you to an unforgettable experience. Dial 334-440-3663 or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes,
Maybe a little bit porky.
$1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Providers. Speak with Big Lou at 800-333.
Oh, say
Find a term life policy for you, even if you have type 2 diabetes, overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Providers help thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-333-1750. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. 800-333-1750. Big Lou will answer your call and pick you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-333-1750. 800-333-1750 or BigLou.com.
your soul silently and the rock can they go bursting in air, take root to the night that our flag still there. Oh, say,
Sean Hannity.
all right, do the rest tomorrow.
Apparently, it hears live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
of others.
Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Jackson Hewitt Tax Services, home of the Money Today guarantee. Can't wait weeks for your tax refund? Then don't. At Jackson Hewitt, get money today. If you're approved for a no-fee refund advance loan on a prepaid card, move today at jacksonhewitt.com. Refund advance offer to eligible clients. Application required. Loan card recommended. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
We gotta put our voices together, sing a song so awesome. Make a feel of the memories on me. Ooh, on me. We're best enough.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Got a couple of things going on this chilly Wednesday, so please be careful. 85 northbound, there's a disabled vehicle just past Ann Street. Police activity 65 northbound at South Boulevard. Also a disabled vehicle 65 northbound on the ramp to Hope Hall. So please use caution in all those areas. Make sure you send one of the kids out to crank the car before you head out. And finishing up a moderate crash on Highway 82.
Semi-frozen. It is cold in here, but I'm good. I'm good now. I'm motivated. It's cold in the building. They don't turn the heat on till 7 o'clock.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams at WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Wednesday. It's another First Alert weather day with dangerously cold temps, and warming centers are open all over across the state for people who need a safe place to go. Warming centers are open in Montgomery, Elmore, Dallas, and Bullock County. And because of the cold conditions and ice on some roadways, several schools in our area will be closed again, with many students working on assignments at home.
Working on assignments, my butt. Ain't got no assignments at home. Although it won't really make much difference.
Full list right now on the 12th. And this week, our nation remembered Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and there will be a program coming up called the MLK Community Celebration. It will be directed by the well-known Dr. Tommy Camille Stewart. It's happening Friday night at 7 inside of the Davis Theater in Montgomery. I'm Chaz Williams with your morning headline.
It's obvious the unthinkable continues. Most Americans know something very wrong is happening. People in charge keep telling you that everything's fine. Stop noticing. You know better. That's why self-reliant folks are investing in emergency food storage. You should too. My Patriot Supply, the nation's largest emergency preparedness company.
Well, at least the coffee's hot.
Trust. Go to mypatriotsupply.com and secure the best-selling 3-month emergency food kits.
Okay, so I'm growing a beard. Okay, I know I look older, but that's okay. I am older, so that's good. How'd you look? Look good? Okay, that's all. Gotta get it all shaved up and cut up, This is a guy in church that looks fantastic with a beard. I thought I was almost gay for a minute. He looks so good. Woo! But I'm not. Don't get me wrong. Hey, if that's your thing, I ain't mad at you. This guy got a beard that won't wait. So now I'm trying to be like him.
Is committed to keeping the country safe and our communities secure. Composed of hundreds of thousands.
You gotta put our voices together.
And in every corner of America, the Guard is always ready to respond to local or national emergencies. The Army National Guard reacts to domestic operations in each of America's 50 states and territories, including Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, Guam, and the District of Columbia. Each state National Guard's unique domestic role is to act as the first line of defense in support of civil authorities in their state. The Guard's emergency responses include search and rescue missions for floods, combating wildfires, hurricane or tornado recovery, and the presidential inauguration. The Army National Guard. We are always ready, we are always there. And in every state and territory, we stand guard for our communities. To learn more, log on to nationalguard.com. Sponsored by the Alabama Army National Guard, aired by the Alabama Broadcasters Association and this station.
I feel you.
Telling you like it
I
really
feel
is.
you. Mm-hmm.
It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440. Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Where you take a
It's Wednesday morning. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, let's do it.
This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Tomorrow morning, if you wake up and the sun does not appear, I will be here.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine. A little chilly outside, but it's still good to be on top of the ground. And the ground's not on top of you. One more day. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that'll change your perspective or give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning. It is January the 17th. Today's daily bread is simply entitled Choosing to Follow God. Our scripture insight today comes from Joshua 24:14 through 18. Joshua 24:15 reads, Choose for yourselves this day for whom you will serve. As for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, good morning. It is January the 17th, 2024. It is one more day that has never been. And of course, this day won't ever come again. It is a once in a lifetime deal. And once it's over, you don't get a do-over. You don't get to come back and undo the things that you do this day. And more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back and do the things that you should have done this day that you don't. So whatever it is that you do with this day, hopefully, if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done with this time. If you've been around a while, you've heard many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, mercy, and charity of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? Well, whatever we do what you can, while you can, for as long as you can, for whom you can, until you can't. Ben Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say if that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Or you'll fail at a thing or two, like we all do. But you'll never be a failure. As long as you do what my mother said, put one foot in front of the other and keep moving forward. The Chinese say a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. And if you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do, whatever it is, keep moving forward. Don't ever quit. Don't ever give up, because quitters will never win. And while winners may lose in a thing or two, they never quit. And no matter what happens to you this day, remember this. If you woke up on this side of heaven, it is a great day, a wonderful day to be alive. Good morning to you.
Welcome to today's encouragement from our daily bread. I'm Bill Crowder, and I titled our reading, Choosing to Follow God. The average person will make 773,618 decisions over a lifetime, claims the Daily Mirror. The British newspaper goes on to assert that we will come to regret 143,262 of them.
Probably
I
right
have no
about
idea
that.
how the paper arrived at these numbers, but it's clear that we face countless decisions throughout our lifetime. The sheer quantity of them might become paralyzing, especially when we consider that all our choices have consequences, some far more momentous than others. After 40 years wandering in the wilderness, the children of Israel stood at the threshold of their new homeland. Later in Joshua chapter 24, after entering the land, Joshua, their leader, issued to them a challenging choice. Fear the Lord and serve him with all faithfulness, he said. Throw away the gods your ancestors worshipped. Joshua told them, if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. As we begin each new day, possibilities stretch before us, leading to scores of decisions. Taking the time to ask God to guide us will influence the choices we make. By the power of the Spirit, we can choose to follow Him every day. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Joshua chapter 24, verses 14 through 18. Now fear the Lord and serve him with all faithfulness. Throw away the gods your ancestors worshipped beyond the Euphrates River and in Egypt, and serve the Lord. But if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your ancestors served beyond the Euphrates, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you are living. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. Then the people answered, far be it from us to forsake the Lord to serve other gods. It was the Lord our God himself who brought us and our parents up out of Egypt, from that land of slavery, and performed those great signs before our eyes. He protected us in our entire journey and among all the nations through which we traveled. And the Lord drove out before us all the nations, including the Amorites who lived in the land. We too will serve the Lord, because he is our God. Let's pray. Father, sometimes life can feel overwhelming, and so can the many choices that confront us. Please guide our steps and our decision making so that we can honor you in the choices we make. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. Today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
All right, you had the word. Now it's time to get up with the birds. Let's do it. Yeah, it's PT. It's PT Wednesday. Yeah, we got to not get some of this weight off of us. All right, General, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Motivation. Every day we run to the sun. No sweat, not yet. Down in the mess hall on my knee. We got nothing to eat but a can of beans. The bread was moldy and the meat was bad. Well, you know darn well that you can't eat that. Somebody get a sergeant major right in the first sergeant. Let's go to work. I'll be calling PT today. Oh, yeah. Gotta be rough and tough. Airborne all the way. When I was young, I always wanted to be in the 82nd Airborne, knees in the breeze. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna do it right. Jump from an aircraft while in flight. Somebody got a sticker for the paratroopers. Might as well be me. All right, let's get up. Let's get it rolling. Let's get it rolling, baby. You're wasting daylight. Come on. I know it's cold. That's good for running. Well, I picked up my parachute and boarded the plane.
Jump, match the said 1 minute to go. Green light lead with a cheering blow. If it ain't raining, we ain't training. If it ain't cold, we ain't bold. Come on now. And it certainly is cold. Here we go. All the way. Gotta be rock and jump. Airborne. Now y'all know in the wintertime it gets cold. Don't act like this is something new. So let's get on up. It's time to go for the run. Somebody, Sergeant Smith, call that PT, baby. Let's get it going. Hard work, work. Oh, come on. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Oh yeah. Hard work, work. That's what they say. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Oh yeah. I get up about 2:45. Oh, earn my pay. Okay, I can do a little of this. Hard work, work. That's what they say. Hard work, and I earn my pay. Hard work, work. Work, work, work. Hard work, work. Let's go to work. Come on. Hard work, work. Oh yeah. Hard work, work. Woo! Hard work, work. Hard work, work, work. That's what they say. Oh, side of the road. How about now? Got my watch on. Get to count my steps. Count my steps. Come on. Work, work. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. On the airplane. In the early morning rain. That's what they say. Hard work. I earn my pay. Come on. Hard work, work. Oh yeah. Hard work, work. Is it over yet? Hard work, work. Hard work, work. I earn my pay. Come on. Woo! Oh yeah. Woo. Okay. All right. Okay. I barely made it through that one. But I didn't quit. I did not quit. I hung in there like a champ. And now, let's pay homage to all of our armed forces of these United States of America: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and the newly added Space Force. I don't know what they do yet, but we'll figure it out. Obviously, they can't see them balloons going across the sky. I ain't mad at them. Maybe that was just a newbie thing. I don't know. Also, look, some of our local heroes: Montgomery Police Department, Montgomery Fire Department, and the Sheriff Department, and ambulance drivers. And to our good truck drivers, we used to call them 64 Charlies. And when I was a truck driver, that didn't last so long because I hit something. But that's okay. That's okay. You know, I paid for it. Yeah, paid for that chicken over in Germany. Anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. I don't know. I think they call it 88 Mike now. I think I was a 64 Charlie, baby. Driving them crazy. They took my license, though. I mean, I was young. Anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. Good morning to the Chief, Daryl Albert. Y'all got some issues down there, but I know you're going to work them out. Also, good morning to Sheriff Derek Cunningham, who was at the parade the other day, passing out those re-elect me speeches and stuff like that, whatever it is. No reason not to re-elect the guy, though. I think everybody wants to work for the sheriff now. I don't think they got a shortage. I have to call him and see. Now, if I just had a bowl full of grits, I'd be all right. Like hot grits, you know what I mean? With butter and just a little bit of sugar, you know. I know I don't like much sugar, but I like a little sugar in them grits, you know. Little butter, love butter, though. I take like a half a stick of butter. Okay, a quarter of a stick of butter in a bowl of grits. I love them things. Them grits make a brother feel good in the morning. And last but not least, good morning to Maxwell and Gunner Air Force Base. After all, this is an Air Force town, and we must pay homage to the people whose house we are guests in, and us Army guys. Well, we realize, but you got to realize it wasn't for us, wouldn't be no Air Force. I'm just trying to tell you. Okay, I'm just getting it straight. Let's set the record straight. You came from us. We didn't come from you. I'm just saying. And good morning to your senior NCO at Maxwell. And good morning to your senior NCO out of the whatever E9 is in the Air Force, Chief Master Tech Sergeant, whatever it is. Good morning to him too at the Alabama National Guard out there. And good morning to the new general. Oh yeah. Hey, if you're gonna kiss up all the way up. Come on now. It is 6:30, straight up and down right now. Listen, folks, it was like 17 degrees when I came in this month, which means that's way below freezing, which means that you need to leave about 10 minutes earlier, drive about 5 miles slower to get where you have to go. All right? I don't know who's this right here. I mean, who is this? Who's calling me this time of month? I know you. I appreciate that too. I really do. But I appreciate you being up this morning and listen. I do. I appreciate that. I'll take any listener I can get. Anyway, so what was I? See, this guy got me all off my rocker. Oh yeah. A little chilly outside. Gonna be some ice. There will be ice in places. Okay. So don't be crazy. Drive carefully, extra carefully today. Some of you guys don't know how to drive carefully anyway. Well, adding ice to the equation makes that drive a little bit more difficult. So leave home about 5 to 10 minutes earlier. Drive about 5 miles slower than you normally do. Now, some of you drive like a bat out of hell anyway. Well, so how about slow that down? Okay, I'm just saying, why not drive like an angel this morning? Okay, like you care about somebody else's life. Okay, I'm just saying. So you might want to do that, but it's chilly. It was chilly. Even Elk, that's me. Sergeant E had to put on a pair of gloves today because, I thought I might have to get out there and wipe that thing off the refrigerator, not off the windshield. But I will give you a hint. Most nights when I know it's going to get cold, when I feel like going out there, I go out there and put a blanket over my window. I try to put a blanket over the window, sheet, whatever you got to put on your window. Wrap it around both doors, as the doors close, and that way it's still there. So if a wind comes, it won't blow it away. And you'll be surprised. All you can do is go outside then in the morning and yank it off, and the windshield is clean, baby, clean. I'm just telling, I'm trying to help you out there. So a little blanket, pillowcase, whatever it is, and you don't have to do the whole windshield, but it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt. So I'm just saying that's because when you're from up north, you know how to do these things to keep to keep it and make sure that everybody's got a pretty new car now. You might want to get one. You might want to start it up about 10-15 minutes before you decide to go out there and get it. That way the car's already warm. You don't have to get we good now. I know now if your car's on empty, don't do that. Okay, if you don't have much gas in your car, don't do that, because you go outside, your car be warm for 10 minutes, and then it's gonna be cold again, and you won't be able to go any place. So make sure you got at least a half a tank of gas in your car before you do that kind of thing. That way you'll be safe. When you go out there, you can pull off and go to the gas station with the gas in. All right, is that enough? Anybody else need some cold weather advice for how to drive in the cold weather? Drive slower. Okay, take a little longer to get there, but drive slower. Okay, then the ice won't absolutely creep up on you. I was stationed in Fort Bragg, North Carolina one time, right? I haven't told this story in a long time. So then I'm going down Murchison Road. We call it the Mert. So I'm going down Murchison Road, being a fastidious member of that honored group, the 82nd Airborne, like I was. Okay, I'm the man. Okay, so I thought I was the man. Had my beret on, slid to the side, had that just right haircut. I was chilling. And I'm coming down the road in a 1974 Galaxy 500 Ford. I'm thinking I'm the man, and all of a sudden I hit some ice.
and my car goes all the way around in the freeway. But by the grace of God, there was nobody coming. So I went around and around and around because I was stupid. Because I didn't realize I was young and I was I could have been killed that night. That's the second time that happened to me. So I'm trying to save you guys some burden. Drive a little slower, okay? Drive. Make sure that you give yourself a little extra time, and do not uh, drive especially fast down the freeway, down any freeway. All right, give yourself some room so just in case you do hit a little ice pocket or something, hopefully you won't run into. Nobody will run into you. I want to take this one more call before I go. All right, who is this? No, I didn't. I mean, we did in St. Louis and Fort Leonard, but that was just so we would know how to do it. But I've never actually put them on. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So now, where do they have that at? Yeah, but do you know? I mean, Do you know a place where? Okay, but you know a place where they have heating elements underneath the pavement? Okay, yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, okay, right. Now, okay, listen, that does make sense. Okay, well, you need. I gotta go, but you need to call somebody up and tell them how to do that. 'Cause that's good advice. Come on, do this. Yes, sir. Now my car, you can't. It won't even move without the keys being in the car. So we get. But if you got an old car, yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah, you don't want to leave the car running right in the house. Okay, that's good advice, sir. That's good advice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, I don't want you to come outside and somebody else took a ride off in your car. Okay, don't leave the keys in the car. Oh, somebody said rubbing alcohol on your windshield, no ice will get on it or vinegar. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. That's what somebody else saying because I was watching a TikTok that they said that could crack your windshield. Okay, I mean, I don't know. I just put a towel and let it be go with that. But underneath the windshield wiper. But hey, everybody's got don't take my advice as you are just what I do. I mean, that way I get outside of it. Pick the towel up and move it. Okay, that's all. Yeah, so let's take a break for you. We'll be back with a little more momentum. Okay, now we'll get on to word of the day and the lessons of life. The things that we learn by living. And there's no other way to learn these things. But put some, we call it some life engraved. Yeah. Well, if you're going to wear some of them long drawers, I forgot what we should call them, long johns. Yeah, today wouldn't be a bad day to wear some. Yeah, we go. We wear some. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that.
It's an easy process. You just stop and do your phone and tablet with a minute average and when to trigger options. And many conveniences of motorization and smart home options. We hope to see you at Just Blinds in Travel. We all make resolutions this time of year. And let's face it, most of them won't stick. But here's one that's not only easy to keep, but will help you feel healthier all year long. No lies. Your eyes tonight. Just be mental relief by washing in the morning. Around the doctor and probably the other doctor. This time of year, everyone is sick. The dog helps by sucking up germs, bacteria, and fluids trapped in their noses that cause us to feel miserable. And for allergy season, it does the same. Dust, pollen, and other allergies. And unlike medication, glad to help if you're effective at all. The dog helps just living with drugs. This new year is resolved to use drug-free lives to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthy all year long. Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, with the box. L-E-E-E. You know it. Right. This year, yes, sure. Even better, the device is interesting. Freedom in it one. Find a device that you'll be easier knowing you're putting your fun online at device.com. That's how who knows? help
It was already that what symptoms wanting to pick up her hearing. It's the next life is desperate. Oh,
Telling you like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
And we are back. I'm trying to get the innocent public to actually come on the show and tell us a little bit about that spirituality Myers. Because it doesn't seem to me, and again, I'm a novice and we're all about to look at these kinds of things. But it certainly seems to me that if you get hit by a car, you have all kind of lawyers want your business. But if you really get screwed by the justice system, and if you don't have any money, you can't afford that justice. I can't understand it. Because every lawyer that goes to law school, he's that regular law school, he's I want to make a difference. It's like you all read the same thing in the bathroom. Because I want to make a difference. And then in cases like this, we can truly make a difference in somebody's life. You can't say, I realize it takes money. It does take money. But there ought to be a nonprofit legal, not just one that helps you, not just a law firm that helps you with getting put out of your house. But life is the most important thing on earth. And it's just saying to me that if you got an issue like the Rocky Myers case, I read some of it. I wasn't there, but from what it seems to me, again, these are logical reasons. It seems to me that there's enough question there that they may want to think about. Look, and it's been on there for a while. And evidently they must think this question too because I'm putting it up here. This state, there seems to be a gleefulness in putting people to death. And listen, I'm not saying that someone don't deserve it. That's the things they do. But I think when we choose to put people to death, and because they put them all to death, and what they thought at that time was a good reason, does that make us any better than? Does that really make us any better than the people that we put to death? I don't know. I'm not making it hard to dance. Let me go to something else. All right then. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. Now it's time for the lessons of life. And of course, what one thing is, where is my signature? There we go, right there. Let's go over here. What is life in the word of the day? Okay, in the word of the day. Here. This is an interesting word. You've heard it before. It is what people do sometimes to other people. Okay? Which is why we got some lawyers. Mangle. M-A-N-G-L-E. 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 What does that word mean? 6 letters. Not 6 words. It's 6 letters. Mangle. It means something is to ruin it due to carelessness or a lack of skill. Mangle can also mean to injure or damage something or someone severely, like cutting, tearing, and crushing, such as an automobile accident. But you can cut people and tear people and crush them in many, many, many ways. So the word of the day is don't mangle. a chapter. M-A-N-U-L-E. Now, today's lesson on life is an interesting one because, well, if you listen to it, you'll be somewhat confused. Then you say, oh, yeah, I get it now. I get it. Yeah, I get it now. I get it. And that's what we want you to do. We want you to get it. Sometimes, just because you can say it does not mean that you should. And other times, when everyone is saying don't say a thing, maybe you should try to say something. Our problem is we need the wisdom to know which time is which. One more time. Sometimes, just because you can say it doesn't mean that you should. Other times, when everyone around us is saying don't say a thing, maybe you should say something. Again, we have to have the wisdom to know which time is which. So before you say it, let's talk to it. Before you say it, think about it. And before you keep quiet, think about that too. Okay? Good morning to you. It is January the 17th. It is the 17th day of the year. And on this day in 1961, President Dwight David Eisenhower delivered his farewell address in which he warned against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. They were pretty wise in that statement. In 1806, Thomas Jefferson's daughter, Martha, gave birth to James Madison Randolph, the first child born in the White House. In 1893, Hawaii's monarchy was overthrown as a group of businessmen and sugar planters forced Queen Lily Hawaiian. You know to pronounce that right there. I'm like an honorary Hawaiian, okay? Live over there for 5 years. They brought a brother in, and I just keep saying that Hawaii, like Mele Guliki. Well, I guess, thing like that, I need that. It's a shame. To advocate, the 19th president of the United States, Robert D. Hayes, died at the age of 70. In 1917, Denmark ceded the Virgin Islands to the United States for $55 million. I only did that to the people, but they said the people go with it. 1929, the cartoon character Popeye, not Popeye Chicken, and Sailor made his debut in the Symbol Theater Home. 1945, Soviet and British forces liberated Warsaw during World War II. We just didn't have Raoul Wallenberg, credited with the saving tens of thousands of Jews, disappeared in Hungary while in Soviet custody. 1997, convicted murderer Gary Gilmore, 36 years old at the time, was shot by a firing squad at Utah State Prison, the first U.S. execution in a decade. 1984, the U.S. Supreme Court in Sony Corporation of America versus Universal City Studios ruled in a 5-4 decision that the use of a home video cassette recorder to take television programs for private viewing did not violate the federal copyright law. 1994, a 6.7 magnitude Northridge earthquake struck Southern California, killing at least 60 people, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. In 1995, more than 6,000 people were killed when the earthquake with a magnitude 7.2 on the Richter scale devastated a city called Kobe, Japan. 1996, Sheikh Omar Abdul Rahman and 9 followers were handed a long prison sentence for plotting to blow up the New York area landmark. 1998 was the year the Drudge report that Newsweek magazine had killed a story about an affair between President Bill Clinton and an unidentified white intern. The same day, Clinton gave a deposition in Paula Jones' sexual harassment lawsuit against him, which he denied having had a sexual relationship with Monica Lewinsky. In 2002 or 2001, faced with the electricity crisis, because they're crazy over there, California used the rolling blackouts to cut off power to hundreds of thousands of people. Governor Greg Davis signed an emergency order authorizing the state to buy power. All that sun up in the sky, all that water running over the air to buy power. I'll say this. 15 years ago, Israel declared a unilateral ceasefire in its 22-day Gaza offensive. President-elect Barack Obama arrived in the nation's capital after a day-long rail trip began in Philadelphia, retracing the path of Abraham Lincoln took in 1861. Private schools hosted down a U.S. Airways jetliner on the Houston River, 2 days after a dramatic water landing. They survived by everyone on board. Yeah, that was a guy named, what do you call him? Yeah, they did that. All right, then. 10 years ago, President Barack Obama ordered new limits to the way intelligence officials access phone records and all that stuff, and we know they're still doing it, so they are. What are we celebrating today? Benjamin Franklin Day, Cable Car Day, Customer Service Day. We need some of that in America. I just like to make a suggestion. I'm not mad at any other country in there, but if we don't have customer service, can we please understand the language? I'm just saying. So there ought to be a law where customer service in America should be American speaking to it, so we can understand. So we don't have any disagreements on the phone because of that language barrier thing. I love those folks though. Really nice people, pleasant people, and everything. But again, we maybe ought to have a customer service survey and ask people how pleased they are with customer service when they get them on the phone. Day of Judgment. Don't exactly know what that means. I'm not getting it anyway. Okay. Today is the official day that you forget all about the New Year's resolution that you made and going back to being yourself. International We Are Not Broken Day. Okay, never. Okay. Kid Inventors Day. So if you have a kid that's smart, like mine, and he can invent things, let him do it. Okay? Let's get him out there. Okay? Let's motivate him, do things. Okay. Museum Selfie Day. Go to a museum, take a picture of yourself, prove people that you were actually there. Okay. National Bootleggers Day. Well, I didn't say bootlegger. Okay. Okay. Legger Day, which means if you're making, wine in the house and alcohol in the house, then it's able to be celebrated. Just don't get caught by the name. That's all I'm saying. National Carolina Day. Okay. National Charlotte Day. So if your name is Charlotte, today is your day. National Hot Butter Rum Day. I don't know what that is, but it sounds good. National Hotheads Chili Day. Don't like chili? Well, I like chili. I just don't like the beans in it. So anyway, National Lose the Jet Lag Day. So make sure you get up very early. Oh, here's one, my favorite day, National Popeye Chicken Day. Okay, so don't say chicken, it says Popeye Day, but when I think of Popeye, I think of Popeye chicken. That's all. I'm sorry. My mind was going bad. Energy Saving Day. When everybody get their phone, when everybody start getting their light bill after this month, we're gonna wish we had to save some energy. Energy Saving Week. Anyway, so those are some of the things that we celebrate in America. But the best one of the day was, National Popeye Chicken Day. Okay, so don't say Popeye Chicken, but it says Popeye. You know any of the Popeye? I don't know any, except Popeye the Sailor Man. Okay, and he he don't really do much anymore. So you know what I mean? I think we good. Yeah, we do. Okay. Popeye chicken. Haven't had Popeye chicken in a while now. It made me kind of go back visit. I went back to Kentucky for a while, but yeah, Popeye's make bigger pieces. I'm just saying. Hope that chicken. We'll be back. Remember you call me.
This screening during the pandemic may be a trend. Most people can come as in the top story. The American Cancer Society says death rates are falling from all cancers. Since 1991, there have been 4 million fewer colon cancer. And other types of cancer are on the rise. Most in prostate cancer genomics. Yes,
Interesting theory is the point of bacteria and there are certain types of pieces that you going to increase the colon cancer. Quarter-inch of ice.
Oh man, this is your kind of weather, isn't it? Not really. Not really. Oh, you're from, you say you're from the north. You're from the Midwest. You're from the Midwest, man. Amazing. You are amazing. Maine. What's going on, man? I haven't seen you. We'll see you. You had a good first year, second year, new year. Why they getting sued? Let's get them to death. We got trauma. Most of them hit the ground.
Guinness record says veterinarians are questioning Bobby's actual after the
Mental stress.
in Portugal.
Hell, I was sure Alabama Power. Wait till that bill, give me some stress.
10 to 14 years. His age was legit.
Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
These were just new distractions. More celebration imagery. No, not. What is it? What is it? You didn't know what it is. It's got something to do with color. I knew it. That's a celebration of freedom. And who was? It's a celebration of freedom. And who was the? In other words, yes, we went through this, but we got freedom, and this is how we did it. You don't even know what it is. It's a celebration. And I see you down there. I see that great one building down there. Where? Over there off of, is that Columbia? Or I'm seeing it. Where? It's not far from downtown. I've been over. Where? It's on Shady. Off of Shady. Shady Street. By Shady Street Park. What's that they do down here? It's got something easy out. It's behind Sable Steel. Yeah. It's on the river. Yeah. It's on the river. I don't even know what it is. That's something to do with black people.
not just that. See, that's the problem, Kevin. You know, and that's why it's very unfortunate that we have all these kind of, when a black woman says this has never been a racist country, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. That is dumb. And some of this, but you can't. People, but see, the reason everything is the way it is now is because of how we started. But remember, they had to do away with the Supreme Court said we black man is not a person. He has no right. Yeah, that's what they said. But dreads, I know because that's when a man, a slave, went to the mill. I know. Somebody brought him back to the slave. I know. And he said, "No, hey, you can't bring me back to the South. I'm a free man up here." They were wrong. Then the Supreme Court of the United States of America, that's the president, right? Because Plessy versus Ferguson dealt with Louisiana. That's a totally different thing. No, it's not the same. It's Plessy versus Ferguson dealt with. That's what theoretically he was up north. He was a free man. I agree with that. Okay, but theoretically he was free. Period. Right. Because he was a man. Because he, what they said was because you are black, you do not have any rights. This country did not give black people rights. That's a racist country. But also, then the Chinese didn't give the Chinese. Hold on. By the law, it said black people. Very much in the way. That's what the Supreme Court. The theory was what is they wanted to well, you know what it is. No, you don't. If you do, you would say so. I can't remember the specifics of it, but I knew it had something to do with freedom of a guy, and they didn't give it to him. So he couldn't. Ferguson. That's what the Supreme Court reversed Plessy versus Ferguson in the Browder versus Hill case in Montgomery, Alabama. That's what that is. Yeah. Yeah. That's what that is. The Supreme Court reversed Plessy versus Ferguson in 1956. We gave, and the city of Montgomery did not abide by that until the end of the year. But we'll never get over they had the paperwork in their hands. We'll never get over that. As long as first we have to admit it. In other words, people like you would say, okay, this happened. That's where we were. We can't never do nothing about it. And look, where are we now? And what are we doing? We're saying, I don't want to talk about it. You don't even know what because it brings. Listen, in principle, I know what it is. No, you don't. I just told you what it is. We're long gone from that. We're long gone from that. I'm not abiding by it. You gotta lose me, but I never lived in the city together, which is why, and even when they were supposed to be decent, which is why I just that part of it that I never lived in that kind of environment. And now, even though it was there, it was undeserved. Where have you been in your life? Come on, bro. I've been no place you've been. You just been there. That doesn't do anything. You know nothing about the culture where you went. You know nothing about the people. You don't know anything about all the culture and people where you've been. Because I've been around more people with more culture than that. I got it very seriously. I've been around more military people. Okay. Being around them and being there is two different things. I've had conversations about it. And that ain't like being there. What I'm saying is if you come from different experiences. I did them. But I looked at life pretty much in their privilege. I agree with that. It is very narrow. I do not care about your past if it's negative. What I'm saying is you must understand the past. Like right now, you have callers who call here. They are still living in the past. No, I'm not living in the past. I'm living in the present. And good morning, everybody. Hope that they find you well. Okay, find everybody doing all right. Good things that nature. Now, before I get started on anything, I did promise people yesterday that all you naysayers out there who said that Trump said go down to
place and raise hell. He did not say that. So I got it right here, exactly what it said. So I'm gonna let y'all hear this, so y'all can get that lie out your mouth what the man said. Okay, then I'm gonna be done with it. Okay, I had to get it off the internet last night, edit it and stuff like that. So here we go. Come on, what is that? What is that? Here we go. Okay. Now, hold on. This part I want y'all to hear again one more time. Just one more time. What the man told me to do. Wrong. Let's see. What did he tell me to do now? I want y'all to listen to this one more time. Okay. Mm-hmm. We can have a conversation about that stuff, but. Oh. Let me see now. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Okay. Uh-huh. Wait a minute. Oh, let's say it one more time. Okay. Okay. Okay, I don't care about the Republicans. Okay. So the man told people to go down there and peacefully and patriotically make their voices heard as in pursuant to the Constitution of the United States of America.
Kevin, if you pick anything and you pick part of what a person says,
I
you can make it say what you want.
Wait a minute.
He said, fight like hell.
And when Obama
Fight like hell.
When Obama said
play that part. Play that part.
Wait.
No, hold on.
When Obama said you bring a knife, we bring a gun. What does that mean?
Play that part.
No. He said
you're taking it out of context.
And now you're taking it out of context.
What did he say?
Okay.
Well, let me answer this. What was the name of the rally?
I don't care the name of the rally.
Yes, it does.
I don't.
What was the name of the rally?
I don't know.
Stop the steal.
Okay, that's his opinion.
That's a lie.
That was his opinion.
That is a lie.
That was an opinion.
That
was an opinion.
The president of the United States tells you a lie, and you follow that lie.
They all lied to it. You don't think the guy that now lied to us?
Kevin.
They all lied to
what?
us.
Wait a minute.
He said peacefully and go and
stop the steal.
And that was an opinion.
And he said the only right thing to do is count the electors, the legal.
And that was an opinion.
And that's what, hey.
He had a right to his opinion.
And what was Mike Pence doing?
I don't know what Mike Pence was doing. I don't care.
He was counting the legal electors.
And I think that's what he should have done.
And that's what he did.
And I got no problem with that.
So why would they protest?
Well, because they have a right to protest.
Why?
They just have a right. According to our Constitution.
For what?
They have a right.
For what?
Well, listen, there have been a lot of protests.
Let me ask you this. No, my question is, Kevin.
Yeah, he got
if the man says, he said he won the election.
That's an opinion.
Is that law?
That's an opinion.
Is that law?
Well, one man can't make law in America.
That's right.
But that was his opinion.
So did he win the election?
Obviously, he not in the White
Yes
House.
or no? You're in a court of law. If I ask you that question in a court of law, did Donald Trump win the election? Yes or no?
Yes
or no?
No.
You don't give me a caveat.
It's
yes
not
or no.
It is not a simple answer.
Yes, it is.
But it isn't.
What did Mike Pence say?
For the first time,
who won the election?
For the first time,
who won the election?
For the first time,
who won the election?
I'm gonna keep saying it. For the first time in history,
who won the election?
Who they say
After
won?
All of the.
Who they say won?
It's a simple answer.
But it's not simple.
You know what? I've got something.
For the first time in the history of America, we turned our Constitution upside down in the name of COVID.
Kevin,
we did things that we had no business doing in that election.
Let me tell you something that I wrote down that I believed in very seriously.
And that's a belief.
Hold on. Here you go. This is what I believe.
Yeah.
Before you argue with someone, ask yourself,
Mm-hmm.
is this person mentally mature enough
Mm-hmm.
to grasp the concept of different perspectives?
Mm.
If not, there is no point in the argument.
Hey, listen, it's nice that you had the extra time to write that down.
I'm just saying, and that's for everyone out there. If the person you are arguing with does not have the intelligence to understand a different perspective, in other words, I feel you have a perspective that is based on a perception. That is what you perceive. That is what you believe. That does not mean it is factual. That's just your perception.
And so why are you trying to make your perspective factual?
I'm not. It is factual.
To you it is. To you it is.
You see, your perception is based on your information. I perceive that the information
you perceive
that the 50 states gave Mike Pence through the Congress and through the electors. That was the decision. Was that the decision? Yes or no?
Well, that was the decision.
I perceive that the decision was that Joe Biden won the contest.
And
that's my perception.
That's your perception.
So that gives me my point of view.
Right.
Donald Trump lost. That's my point of view. Period.
Well, anyway, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I got
That's
mine,
right.
and you got yours.
And you know what? He's entitled to his.
He is.
But when you lead people out there,
he didn't lead
believing. Yes, he did. He said, "Come, it will be wild."
Okay.
Come, it will be wild. He invited them there.
And they're
to stop the steal.
In every inauguration, there are all. Clinton, when Clinton lost to Trump,
that was not an inauguration.
No. But when Clinton lost,
that was not an inauguration.
I got
this has never happened. Kevin.
Wait a minute. When Clinton went around telling everybody that he stole the election from her, it's okay because she's a she. Huh?
It's a she.
Well,
but did she have a stop the steal rally?
She had worse than that.
No.
She lied on the man and said that he was over in Russia getting peed on by prostitutes.
Hold on. That wasn't her saying.
They paid the people who did it.
Wait a minute. You are going all off the rails.
They paid the people who did it.
I asked you a question.
Listen, how do we get here?
Did she say?
Yes, she did.
Stop the steal?
Yes, she did.
Did she?
Yes, she.
And here's this.
She insinuated the same thing.
There, insinuation. That's a difference. Has there ever been a president who did not have a peaceful transfer of power?
That didn't happen here either. They had a peaceful transfer of power. Yeah, he did.
He didn't transfer power.
Well, yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
He
never conceded.
Well, he got to concede.
He got on Air Force One and left.
Yeah, I'm glad.
He didn't stand there at the inauguration like every other president who has lost. He said he didn't lose.
We did things in that election that had never been done in the history of America. We let people vote for the presidency for over 30 days.
Kevin, let me ask you this. All of the people who told him that he lost in his administration, from every cabinet member, everyone who told him that he
were wusses.
What were they?
They were wusses.
What were they?
They were wusses.
Were they wrong?
Yes.
Why were they wrong?
Because for the first time in history, we let people vote for the presidency of the United States for over 30 days.
Let me ask you.
30 days. The Constitution says
do you think any of the people who voted were illegal voters?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact,
what is an illegal voter?
A person who's not a citizen of the United States and therefore not granted the right to vote.
You think there? Yes. How many? Was there any proof of that?
If there was there were proof of it.
No.
There has been proof of it. As a matter of fact, there's some people in Alabama been to jail.
Hold on, Kevin. Wait a minute.
Yeah, Alabama been to jail.
Let me just say this. Yeah. You know what? This conversation makes absolutely no sense.
What to me it does.
Because I'm saying things to you that are factual, and you're giving me some of this garbage that comes from Donald Trump. You cannot have an intelligent conversation if you can show me any instance
in any state
where are the facts that show that any state had a significant number of illegal votes.
Now it's significant number.
That would change.
If they had one, that was too many.
that would change the outcome?
I hear you. I hear you. Mm-hmm.
Was there
Now
anything
you
that
see
would
how he
change
changed the
outcome?
rule?
No, I didn't. I'm just saying. There is no evidence there was any information that there was a change of the outcome. This is the dumbest conversation I've ever been in. It makes no sense. Good morning, man.
What? Y'all in the same family, ain't man? I expect you to agree. When y'all stopped saying the man was lying, and it wasn't. They screwed him over.
Okay.
And every politician always says that. It's called a campaign.
No, that wasn't a campaign.
It's a campaign. Everybody fights like hell for their position.
He said that on that stand.
Okay.
So you didn't play the whole speech.
Okay. Again, he said peacefully and patriotically. But
Man,
you have
piecemeal.
But you have a right.
So you think the Proud Boys were there to be there peacefully?
I think the Proud Boys got screwed too.
You think they were there to be peacefully?
Yeah, I think they got screwed too. Yeah, they got screwed too. So in America today,
so it's their opinion
in America
that breaking
today,
into a building is okay.
Again, it's not right to break into any building.
Okay.
Okay. But again, yeah, which one? Yeah, I ain't gonna change my mind. So
you're right.
Yeah. Well, I'm with you. Listen.
No, we didn't.
Listen, I'm with you. You're right, and that's the only reason why I just gave up on the whole thing, because right. I'm with you on that. They waited till the last. They waited to do what the Constitution said. The Democrats didn't.
Okay.
I didn't say that about landslide. But yeah. Well, again, and that's all history now, I guess. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's all history now. So we finna go to another election now. So I ain't worried about it. Well, those are caucuses, right? Well, they knew he was going to win, so they knew he was going to win. So why come out? Yeah, why come out? Yeah, I hear you. Right on. Appreciate your call. All right then. Good morning. Yes. Well, nobody has been.
Yeah, he has. Look, sir. Right now, he has charges dealing with this issue. Okay. The Department of Justice has. No. Hold on, sir. We're talking about, sir. Okay, go ahead. There's some, sir. There are 91 charges. I don't know all of them, and one of them has to deal with this situation here.
He ain't been found guilty. He ain't been found guilty of none of them.
Hold on. Two people are talking. Here, sir. The incident dealing with that is going to court. There's a set that's going to court in Georgia. There will be a set that will go to in Washington.
Oh yeah, DC. From the DA who's paying her boyfriend money.
That's a whole nother issue, and I don't even want to get that. That's okay. All you have to do is change the DA. Her boyfriend has nothing to do with it. All she has to do is recuse herself. That doesn't change the charge. I'm sorry, sir. Sir, he hasn't had a trial on any of this, sir.
Nobody has been. Even the people got found guilty didn't get found guilty of insurrection.
Look, you're in.
It ain't gonna happen.
See, you're making it seem like I'm talking.
It ain't gonna happen.
Okay. Well, we'll see. There will be a trial dealing with the election interference. Okay, there will be a trial. Okay, and when that time comes, we can have that conversation. Okay, then you can ask me, why was he not convicted? That trial hasn't happened yet. Okay, ask me something else.
Over the weekend there was an insurrection.
Wait a minute. Two people are talking. Sir, finish your statement, sir. I'm trying to see what you're saying. Huh?
Tore up citizens.
Okay.
Federal buildings.
Okay, hold on. Mm-hmm. What is your point, sir? I'm trying to get your point. Okay.
Ain't sure about that.
And well, and
anyway,
that is your perspective, sir. That is your perspective. Your perspective is, sir. Let me explain what your perspective is. Your point of view. That is your point of view. Well, it's a point of view. I didn't say, I'm not arguing that. It is a point of view, okay? And that is your point of view. And I'm not, sir, I told you, I'm not arguing about your point of view. That is your point of view.
That,
okay.
I gotta take a break and we'll be back right after this.
Why are you trying to argue about it? I just told you what I don't do. You're so crazy. Well, you are an instigator.
My man,
you're an instigator.
Trump is still my man.
You're an instigator.
Although
you get. You're worse. He Trump light. He just Trump light.
Oh, my. You know, talking about it, 1918, when the pandemic got on in America, we didn't change the rules of voting. 1918. But 19 to 2020, we changed all the rules of voting in the name of COVID-19.
Okay, let me ask you this. Is it your opinion? I'm just asking you your opinion. I respect your opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just asking the question. In your opinion, were there a significant amount of people who would not be legally voted?
Yes.
Well, I mean, that's
when you go to nursing home, and the laws say you cannot fill out things for them back to the state. When you go to nursing homes and have people just like sardines sign things that they're going to get with their sign.
Well, your answer is you think that there was significant fraud by
the
Democratic officers.
Yeah, I do. I don't mind losing. In other words, I don't mind losing a race.
That's your perspective. In other words, what I'm saying, Kevin, and what I say to people, is that is your perspective. That's because of what your perception is. And what you perceive is what you believe. Your perception is your reality. And look, I don't try to change to get reality. What you perceive is what you believe. That's your reality. And I'm not arguing. I just ask questions. So that gives you where you are.
All right then. But I will admit that some of my conservative friends won't admit, even though the Republicans had the same opportunity to vote for it, but they decided to be with the Constitution. Most of them vote on that second Tuesday of November, okay, which is what the Constitution allows. But to vote over 30 days early for the presidency of the United States, we let people do all kinds of things from the voters. Sending out.
So you just hear other people.
Right. Yeah.
So those illegal voters, they have voted differently if they voted in the state.
Oh, I think they would have. I think they probably some of them wouldn't have voted at all.
Well, they did vote.
Yeah, they did vote.
But let me ask you this: if you didn't vote in these people's votes, do you believe that? You don't think it's important for many people who can vote?
Not necessarily. Because some people vote like women. They vote strictly because they're following somebody into the court. They don't have a command.
Well, what I'm saying is that's another issue. What I'm saying is all of us have the right to vote.
Sure.
So there shouldn't be anything from
no.
Okay.
No. So they all got to be made ability for like we didn't give us no water. They didn't have constitutional water. They didn't let us sit down.
That's what we're just saying there. You have long lines of waiting and all that. That is just make people. That's not changing their vote. That's just helping them to be comfortable while they are going to be. Well, Kevin, I'm talking about the long
if they were giving away free chicken, we still give them long lines. I would.
You people getting we're in long.
I got a file in. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah. You trying to eat your right? No, in Congress? Oh, is that what that was about? I didn't know. I thought it was crazy. Okay, we're good. Appreciate it. I need to get some people out there to help me out. I know.
Nope, and you know what? Yeah, according to the record, no president has been convicted. No president. that is, it is highly unlikely to be convicted in Congress. That is political. Yeah. That is not a criminal court. That is not a civil court. That is a political court, and it's not even a court of law. But no, sir, no president has ever been found guilty and convicted. He's been found guilty by the House, but never convicted by the Senate. The Senate has never convicted a president. Never. Yeah, so no president has done that. So that's not, and Mitch McConnell said himself, we have a court of law that can handle that. He said that on that day. You remember? He said, look, we have a court of law. He said, this is not the body to handle that.
Right. Because your mind, because
well, let me answer this. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
that's your perception. So
I ain't a perception, that's a reality.
So it was just a friendly walk around, right? Right. Okay.
And she was unarmed.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Killed her.
Right.
And the government did that.
And you know what? You do know there were guys behind that door waiting to shoot some more too if they had kept coming. You know? Oh, okay. Well, that is your perspective. Yeah, you have your mind. Here's the difference, though. When I say my perspective, that's my point of view based on the information I have. Now, I can only tell you facts that I know, but I don't add or take away from it. Okay. Okay, and that's a good look. And that's when Mitch McConnell said this issue should be taken up in the court of law. And all that would do with, and all they were doing was saying, for his actions, whatever it was, would he be removed from office? If he was removed from office, then there would have been a trial for criminal charges. No, that was the purpose. The only purpose of that in the Senate is to remove him from office. No, he was not removed from office then. He was not removed from office. He was still in office. He is not out of office until he leaves, until the other man takes over. He was still in office. Well, I'm not talking about it. I'm not coming to this insurrection. I didn't even say anything about insurrection anyway. Okay? In other words, his charge would probably be obstruction of justice. I think his charge will probably be obstruction of justice.
Of who's justice?
We'll see. You know how to solve it. I can't tell you anything. I don't know.
Nothing.
There hasn't been a trial, sir. There hasn't been a trial. There are about 91 instances where, according to the math,
good morning, who's this?
Out of 91, it's a good thing. Something will stick.
That was the Supreme Court.
It's like you throw enough up against the wall, something will stick.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Now, I will admit to you, I didn't like the way he did Jeff Sessions. I know Jeff Sessions, not, we don't hang out for dinner on him. I had an opportunity to be in his company and we talked a few times personally, and I find him to be, as far as I was concerned, a man of honor. And I didn't like. Yeah, for the rest of them, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. People would always talk about other people.
You know, there's a word to that. I think it's very appropriate. I think the people who follow him suffer from cognitive dissonance.
Well, like one of them now is cognitive dissonance.
Do you know what cognitive dissonance is?
I always insult my entire
No,
life.
okay.
What is it? This ain't,
Say what it is.
I'm not in school. I know the cognitive word.
Okay, say it then. Cognitive dissonance is when your actions don't line up with what you actually believe.
That's
and
not
you
hypocrisy.
hold on. And you give excuses for the actions that you do.
Listen, if
That's what that is.
if Donald Trump has one thing at his fault that we can undo, he is not a leader, he's a boss. And bosses and leaders.
I just told you, people, this question was, I answered this question.
He's not a leader. I think he's
People who
learned.
follow him, they have cognitive dissonance. They say, well, okay, I'll go ahead and do this. But I know there will be a outcome from me going here. But it never happens.
Does the means justify it?
I just told you. No, it doesn't. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying when I say these cognitive dissonance?
It's called hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing.
I think he's changed.
He has not.
Yeah, I think
The same thing. You will be worse. You'll be worse.
that's true. I don't blame him. Because the mess and the lies they told on black men while he was in the White House spoiled his whole family. Yeah. Well, they don't want to go crap all over again.
What about the lawyers? So many lawyers. And
because we are part of the collateral damage of people trying to get Trump. And
no,
so
we're talking about a lawyer.
They're trying to mess them up too.
We're talking about his lawyer.
Look at Giuliani. They run Russia with Giuliani like he was a beat up rat.
Yeah, and he's still a lawyer.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he's still a lawyer.
I think
so is the my pillow guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, brother,
I just told you what it is.
Wait a minute. He doesn't have anything on me.
He doesn't have anything on me.
And again, I was going to vote for Wani. But Wani
and look at anyone that's listening to me saying this, that is a very good description. It is cognitive.
Hey, Pop, let me ask you a question.
When you do something that is negative,
I think you and I could have done this. Wait, except the one that's in there now. He can't play golf. He takes vacations all the time.
He doesn't take it.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question. You ever had a soldier work for you that outside of his work, he was a pain in the absolute butt, but he got the job done, and so they gave him a little leeway. I'm that guy. I'm that guy
that in Garrison, I didn't know what most of I was having trouble. Yeah, yeah. Trump seems like to me, that's the guy I want with me if I need to get something
He's a
done.
con man. He's a con man. No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's a sucker.
I think Clinton does is a little bit better.
No, he's a sucker.
Y'all take a break. We'll be back. That's your perspective.
That's my perspective.
We'll be back.
But it's just your imagination. That's just your imagination.
That's what they want to get about Trump.
That's just your
Give me
imagination.
Trump and Biden. I'd vote for Trump 12 times a day than Biden.
Hey,
I wish I had somebody else. I wish I had somebody else. But Romney's probably good on it.
Well, the other Indian is still there.
Who? Hey, DeSantis?
Yeah, the Indian. Indian American. No, the other Indian American.
There's another one?
Nikki Haley.
Oh.
You forgot her already. Nikki Haley is a black woman. You do know Indians are black, right?
Yeah, I know. And we built the pyramid, but we can't get out the project.
No. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know.
They don't even understand.
I'm always reading about it. You know what? That's one. You know what? There is history missing, and we don't have who that was. You know one thing you're African.
Well, then that.
Now, race didn't come race until 1500. There's no such thing as race until 1500.
Without drugs. This New Year's, resolve to use drug-free Navage to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all year long.
I can understand this case right here. Rocky Myers. The wife. Then the judge said, no, we're going to give you death. But according to Alabama law,
It's time for Governor Ivey to pick his mind.
judges don't have a right to overall security. Then they said they got mentally off. They don't really have any proof that he did it. It's all circumstantial. And in America, all you do is big black people, that would be a circumstance. It's not a racist country, don't say that. That's why they should do away with death penalty. That's why it bothers me when people talk about so much about abortion. Any life is important. It's important. Okay. When you put a man in prison for 10, 15 years, then yeah, there have been so many people. I mean, that's what PJI. That's what they started. That's what it is. It's Full Justice Initiative. All that money they get from all of these things is to pay for moving to the Supreme Court and the highest court on land to make sure that people get equal justice. They made a movie, you know how a movie star, they made a movie about a guy that had on the death row. And he had there was a lot of stars in that. Yeah, Gunny Highway is my man. Yeah, that's the kind of guy I am. Can't get a beer. No, it's like, wish I would. But you don't go. And what are you? Yeah. I'm sorry. What are you? That's the right thing I do. No, let's break it. Way to get here. Anyway, numbers are 860-1440. When you try to talk to you about this morning, listen, we don't have to unpass what happened in 2020. We all know everything. Good morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What? What? Object to the election. I'm thinking what I said out of context. If that's what I said, I need to say. So now, what's the question? You thought I was mature? I think I'm mature. Thank you. I'm not talking to you. It's all in every election people that said yes. No, I don't have it. There's always been an objection. Okay. What is your question here? What is your question? Is there a question for me in here or a statement? What never happened before, sir? No, what I was saying, we never had this kind of action. No, this is what we were talking about. We were talking about the insurrection and the attack of the Capitol. Sir, there has never been an attack on the Capitol, okay? Not like, did they break in and stop Congress to do that? There has never been an attack on the Capitol to stop the results of an election. Now, let me be specific on it. Look, I'm not talking over you. I'm saying, I'm stating my point so that you won't say I said something I didn't. There has never been a case where a group of people broke into the Capitol and tried to stop the results of the counts of the votes. That's what I was talking about. Okay?
All right then. Good morning on air. Morning. Whatever day you want to make it.
Kevin has made it that. Well, I'll tell you what. There's another term I'll use, and it's white solidarity. That's an unwritten rule that there are certain things that a group of people, mainly white, agree to. That's all it is. It's just white solidarity. That's all. No, don't say that. No, we don't claim that, brother. That's not a brother. That's not what brothers do. Okay. No. That's a thug. That's a thug. No, all brothers are not thugs. That's a thug. Don't elevate him to a brother. Just he. Yeah, that's a thug. Yeah.
All right then. That was it. See you later. Bye. Good morning. We on air. Say what you got. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, I ain't drinking the poison now. Don't get me wrong.
Come on, you drinking the Kool-Aid.
I ain't drinking the poison.
Kool-Aid. Okay. Drink this Kool-Aid.
Well, listen. Right now, the time is coming. I got to go. But I appreciate it. Hoorah! But I ain't drinking the poison. Now, we ain't
drink the Kool-Aid.
I
might as well go all the way.
I don't like nobody that much.
Go all the
way. But
again,
I don't ever really care about people. And make America first is my mantra. And I'm going to on that.
No, it's not America. Great again.
Okay. So I think whenever all of our stuff and giving it to everybody else, and then they turn around and sell it back to us. But we'll be back.
Wow. Well, one thing for sure, you keep it interesting. It's not dull. You know, people can't say your show is dull.
No. I'm the most logical.
And I get, you know what? And I get a good laugh because, you know, there are people rolling now on different things that we say.
I'm the most logical and reasonable talk show host in town. Mm-hmm. Logical and reasonable. That's right. That's my perspective.
That's your perspective.
Sometimes it cannot be equated to right and wrong. Is what is reasonable. Because what is reasonable sometimes may be illegal or even somewhat immoral.
Here's what, and I think if you understand where I am with this, and I try to keep telling you, you give a different perspective. Okay, and I'm not saying your perspective is right or wrong. I just bring a different. That's your point of view. So if intelligent people should be able to give a perspective
I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
without getting into an argument
Right,
about it.
but whatever your perspective.
But in other words, I give you a point and you give me a point. Just like you gave a cut from the speech,
Right.
then I can give a cut from the speech that shows the opposite.
Where you cut it?
That's what I'm saying. You put yours up there.
If
So
you-
right now.
If you brought one, I'd put it up there.
Yeah. So right now.
That's like going to court and me arguing for the other guy.
No. I'm just saying you put your part. You want it up there.
That's right. But if you brought a part, I'll let you play.
People in Oregon are dealing with a dangerous double whammy as a new ice storm pounds the Portland area just days after storms knocked out power to tens of thousands of customers. Odyssey meteorologist Craig Allen.
We are looking at the potential here of anywhere from a half inch to an inch of ice encasing some wires and trees. And this is definitely going to cause more power outages and probably take down tree limbs and entire trees, especially when we get some very gusty winds coming in from off the Pacific.
More than 85,000 homes and businesses in the state have no electricity right now. Bitter cold is making life miserable in the central, south, and northeastern parts of the country. All three Republican presidential candidates will be in New Hampshire today ahead of next Tuesday's pivotal primary. Polls show Donald Trump in the lead with Nikki Haley a close second. CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns from Manchester.
Another controversy is following Haley as she was asked yesterday whether she thinks the GOP is a racist party. No, we're not a racist country, Brian. We've never been a racist country. And after eking out a second-place finish in Iowa, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis wants to slow Haley's momentum in New Hampshire.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken spoke openly about the Israel-Hamas war at the World Economic Forum in Davos today.
For me, I think for so many of us, what we're seeing every single day in Gaza is gut-wrenching.
A shipment of medicine intended for dozens of hostages held by Hamas is en route to Gaza. Here in the U.S., holiday shopping turned out better than expected. Retail sales were up 0.6% in December, thanks to an increase at clothing and accessory stores. They've just unveiled new inductees into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. R.E.M. and Steely Dan are among them. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility, great pay, and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
Jeff Addy's not available on Jersey, Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yeah, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so
I've had these boots for 15 years. And I can't wear them out. Oh, okay.
Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get
Last that long.
Yep, I get real cash back.
I mean, my feet ain't grow. I still gotta wear two pairs of socks. I still gotta wear two pairs of socks to wear them.
Then they start growing out for a while.
I guess they do.
Like the rest of them.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real
And we
cash
fight.
every time you
We
buy gas.
fight like hell.
For an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out
Redress
anytime
of grievances. We fight like hell.
Yeah, and that's what we're supposed to do.
And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
And he's absolutely
All
right.
of us are here today do not want to see our election victory stolen by the emboldened radical left Democrats,
And what's wrong with that?
which is what they're doing. We will never give up. We will never concede.
I'll play it. Where's it at?
If it doesn't happen, you don't succeed.
Is it on YouTube?
Huh?
Is it on YouTube?
I don't care. But again, look it up YouTube, fight like hell.
I found nothing wrong in that statement.
1,000 households offered free genetic tests so those affected can see.
Fight like hell. What does that mean?
It means fight with all you have.
And what do you have?
It's telling us to switch to Aldi.
Aldi is getting rid of
Fight like hell speech on YouTube.
The first major U.S. retailer to eliminate
I don't agree with him. I don't disagree with him at all.
CBS
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Fight like hell. It's called the Fight Like That when riot. Remember the event of January 6th?
I agree with him. Fight like hell. If you calming, you bring a gun. They bring a knife. We bring a gun. That's what Obama said.
That's hey.
We all do that.
Well, you got a group of people out there. You tell them fight like this.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
That's not speech. That's not the speech, Kevin.
Let me see which one you're talking about.
That's the fight like hell.
This is what this is. Fight like hell.
At the rally.
Right. That's what this is.
No, it's not.
It says hold rally in Michigan.
That's in Michigan. That's not at the Capitol. That's in Michigan. That's another speech.
Yeah, I didn't think those.
At the rally.
Well, let me see what it looks like.
Well, it's that I just got the transcript. That's why.
Oh. I still don't have a problem with what he said.
Trump's fight like hell speech at the rally.
According to NPR, and if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore, he said. His defense lawyers, however,
Nah, I didn't have anything. I didn't have nothing wrong with what he said. Okay, not a thing.
Because you'll never take back our country with weakness.
That's true. Okay.
It has to be strong.
It was an hour-long speech filled with falsehoods and calls to action.
Oh,
Never take back our
according to them.
President Trump told a fired-up crowd in his Save America rally, urging his thousands of followers to walk down Pennsylvania Avenue and fight like hell. Less than an hour later, the first violence at the Capitol.
And again, you can't blame Trump for that.
Fight like hell.
You got to fight like hell for what you believe. That's funny. Them same little maggots right there, not worrying about our troops going down all over the country, all over the world, because we fight like hell. You fight like hell for what you believe in.
Okay, well, Kevin,
that's what you do.
You had people who were there for violence. They were prepared for violence, and it is proven that they were prepared for violence. And Stone
and this whole Black Lives Matter thing was nothing but violence.
Black Lives Matter ain't got nothing to do with it.
But it does. We accept one, but
hold on, Kevin. Hold on.
They kill people.
This is different. We're talking about the President of the United States of America.
He's a citizen of America.
Inciting a riot.
He is a citizen of America first, and he has the same rights as everybody else does to redress grievances.
Okay, and you know what? And if you regress it through violence, you pay for it.
Okay.
Everybody. That's why when the protesters during the civil rights movement, they were prepared to go to jail.
That's right.
Because they were breaking the law.
That's right.
They were prepared to go to jail.
And sometimes you have to do that.
And if you do, you better be right.
That's true. That's true.
What was the outcome?
But he didn't tell nobody to break into the Capitol.
Well, he said you fight like hell.
Hey, that's what you do.
And then if you know that there's a group of people out there who are ready to do violence, who come for violence. See, this is what happened. Like at all these marches, you had peaceful protesters. Then you had people in there who were instigating.
But we had
who were not part of that.
Right. In every mass movement, there's going to be outliers who sit there and try to take you in this direction. Yeah. And the Black Lives Matter thing, it was
Black Lives Matter. You had that because there was no. In other words, the difference between Black Lives Matter and the Civil Rights Movement is you had a group of leaders who led the march. And they said what happened. You didn't have a leader in any of these marches. You just had a group of people who get together, and all of them didn't have good intentions.
Well, that's true. And we are back. Good morning. Hope this day. I'm waiting for a call here from Dr. Tania Stewart. Uno momento. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Cuatro, cinco. Nah, that's 4 and 5. Well, whatever it is, when she calls. They got something going on at the Davis Theater, I believe, about Martin Luther King, and she's going to tell us about it. So when she calls us on the phone, we'll talk to her. But until then, listen, we shouldn't rehash what is already history, because I'm a great one said not living back there. Reference it, but don't live back there. And that election is over a long time ago.
Well, he's still carrying it on. He's still talking about it.
Well, because he was the primary.
It's not history. It's the present.
Well,
he said he didn't.
That election
he
is gone.
He won.
Well, he can believe
what he won.
I think he probably did too. But not in the history book.
And that is what he's going on, is he won the election.
Well, I think he did too. I think they cheated.
Okay, well.
But again.
But he's living in the past, and he's carrying everyone else back there. But all the things that happen, he's trying to justify it because he says, first of all, he has absolute immunity.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you, what do you think about that? Do you think a president should have absolute immunity?
Why should judges have it?
They don't.
A lot of them do have it.
No, they don't.
If they put you in jail and you die,
immunity.
They put you in jail and you die. They don't blame the judge.
No. Okay. If you order SEAL Team 6 to kill one of your political opponents,
but that's wrong.
Do you have? And the judge asked that question of the lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the president has immunity?
No.
What was the lawyer's answer?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know.
He said if he's convicted, by the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, whatever.
According to him, he had to be put out by the Senate first. He had to be removed from office. Said as long as he was in office, he had absolute immunity. That was his answer.
Absolute immunity is a place we don't want to go.
Right.
Because that comes to.
But that's what he believes. That's what he's doing now. He says because whatever he did while he was in office, he had absolute immunity. That's what's being decided now in the Court of Appeals.
Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Who's this?
All right, Kevin. This is not your personal line. Yeah, he's okay now. He's got his favorite caller. Okay. You were waiting on that. Well, Happy New Year to you, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, you want to give your number? Somebody wants it? Okay, they can text me 241-9998. I heard that, bro. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, a pleasure to be here.
Okay. Appreciate it. All right, man. Appreciate it. 860-1440 is our number here. I don't know. I thought it was Dr. Stewart that called me, but evidently it's not her.
Oh boy. That's why it's good to write things down. So that way you can write.
Well, we're such good friends and all. I'm trying to get her to let me come on the show with Cordell, but she didn't make that happen.
Okay.
Yeah, Cordell Walker is up.
Okay, go ahead.
You know him?
No, go ahead.
Really?
I'm telling you, go ahead.
Walker, Texas Ranger? You don't know who that is?
Wow.
Cordell?
No, I don't. Okay.
Oh my Lord! Are you an American?
Yes.
And you don't know Chuck Norris?
No, I didn't know that was his name.
What that is?
I don't watch Texas Ranger. Okay.
Well, it's going off now, but I watch.
Well, it's probably comes in reruns.
Yeah, it does.
It's probably on Ion or something. But I don't watch.
You know what? Right on. We got something in common. I watch Ion too.
Ion Plus, Ion
Mystery. H&I, Heroes and Icons.
Yeah.
And watch that one. Okay. All right. Well, Texas walk. I mean, Cordell is my
because I
friend.
have an antenna.
Yeah, I got an antenna too. Because when the internet goes out, ain't no TV going on unless you got an antenna.
Well, why have cable where you can have like 60 something
Nah,
channels?
because I don't watch none of that crap.
Yeah.
You get 30, but you can get about 30 channels with a good antenna. Good morning.
It's about 60 something.
Yo, it's really?
Yeah.
I got the wrong antenna.
Yeah, you got the wrong.
Good morning. Yes. I'm doing fine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. All righty then. Always good to hear from you, Mr. Ed. So what else, man? So what else you been doing since the year began? You got any New Year's resolution that you already?
No, I don't make resolutions. I just do what I'm going to do. What I started last year is reducing clutter. That's the most important thing right now. I'm just reducing clutter. If you reduce the clutter in your life, that's people and things.
Okay.
All of that clutter. It's just, the just in case stuff that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have this just in case. Just in case never comes.
Mm. Okay.
I'll be 69 in a few weeks.
Really?
Yeah. So that just in case.
You're getting old.
No, I am old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes you feel good when you say you're getting old.
69.
I am.
Come think I ain't but 2 years behind you.
Yeah, you're 2 years behind,
Yeah.
but you're old. But age is nothing
old,
but a number.
I'm older.
Look.
Not old.
Look, I have friends who are
Yeah.
in their late 60s and 70s,
Mm-hmm.
who have an attitude of a person in their 20s.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Just enjoy yourself, take care of your body, take care of your mind, and your soul will follow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And that's where I am. You take care of your body, take care of your mind, and your soul will follow the rest.
Mm.
Because I was talking to a friend of mine this weekend. I was out of town and we were talking about it. It's so fortunate that we have our right mind. There are a lot of people my age who do not have their right mind. There are a lot of people my age who do not have the bodily functions, just basic bodily functions, to get up and walk. So we are thankful for that. So that's where I am now. I'm working on trying to be a better person with better people around me.
There's a phenomenon that I can't seem to get my head around.
Mm-hmm.
It seems when people do crimes in America, if they voted for Trump, it's always on the news. Trump supporter raped somebody. Trump supporter robbed somebody.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No. But when somebody
Kevin, I haven't heard that.
Just be quiet.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Like this right here. MAGA lumberjack indicted on rape charges in Limestone County. What in the world his political views
it has nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
Let me tell you this. You know what?
Yeah.
The information you receive is the computer. The computer
it's still
is
right
an
information. It's still
No,
information.
No, here it is.
But it's still information.
It's because of the way you receive information. The information you get, that's what you receive. Okay, like right
it's
now.
Still information though.
No, but here's what happened.
Yeah.
Because I'm in the process of restoring an old vehicle.
Yeah.
The things that pop up
right.
on my computer all the time are things about
because they listen to us.
Yeah, so
we
it's listening.
We didn't even know.
So what you just said, I never see that.
Well, I see it, but it's still new.
It's because it's not news.
It is news.
It's not.
Okay.
In other words, that's not news.
Let me ask you.
That's a version of the news. that
okay, a version of the news
but
is
I
still
don't
new.
get that.
I'm just
version of
asking the
news.
question. Okay.
The question, and
Now,
I'm giving you the answer.
But now here's something else.
If you look at foolishness all the time, you will get more.
Well, foolishness is it's only foolish if
Foolishness
if you're not
MAGA.
involved.
What difference does it make
That's
whether a person is a MAGA?
That's what I asked. So why is it in
And
the
that
newspaper?
is why you get it,
So
is
why is
because
it in-
you look at
So
it.
why is it in the newspaper?
It's I don't read it. I didn't see that.
Let me ask you a question.
It's
If
not
you
what
work
what
for-
newspaper is that?
Wait,
in?
wait,
That is
wait.
not in. You know what?
If you
Everything on the internet is not news,
That's true. But if you work
and it
for
is not a
somebody,
legal news
Okay.
or not a really qualified news
Well,
organization.
well, let me ask you this question: If
Go
you
ahead.
worked for somebody, you had a job.
Yeah.
You had a job, and you know you was an integral part of your company's staff. And you went and
Look, hold on, stop what I'm saying.
Wait.
The
And
scenario you're giving me
yeah,
has nothing to do with me.
I got you.
And I cannot give you an answer.
I just want your point of view.
I can't give you a point of view about a scenario I would
There
not
you
be
go
involved
lying
in.
again.
Okay, go ahead.
And
Finish,
that's
finish your
in
statement.
there. You work for a guy. You are an integral part of his company staff. You are the man. You are in charge of making decisions that can either take us in a great place or leave us in chaos. But you've been gone for 4 days. Do you believe that you should let your boss know that you won't be at work for 4 days?
Where are you going? Are you talking about Austin?
See,
say what you mean and mean what you say.
But you know what I'm talking about.
No. In other words,
okay.
Look at this.
Yeah.
You're talking about a man who's in a position.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who worked for him know where he was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Except his boss.
That's irrelevant.
Okay, I'm with you.
When you say boss,
okay,
look, how many people are in the cabinet of the president of the United States? He doesn't have to keep up with every person every second. He doesn't know where. I can guarantee you right now, probably 99.9% of the people, he don't know where they are in 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're making an issue of a non-issue.
Well, put it this way: we are.
Let me ask you this:
we are a nation right now that got young men and women.
Hold on. Let me ask you this right now. Let me ask you this right now.
Yeah.
Do you think that Mr. Austin, because of his situation, his medical situation, do you believe that the country is in danger right now because of that? Yes or no?
Well,
yes or no? Is it in danger?
Let me think about that.
He has a medical condition. Do you think that the people under him who know that he has his condition and know his situation, do you think that they are lost right now? It's a non-issue, is what I'm saying.
And again, you asked a good question there.
It's a non-issue.
But if his position is
Lloyd Austin,
right? If his position that is not that important, then why do we have it?
Look, prostate cancer is a thing that is private to a lot of men.
Except when you're a public person.
That's a lie. You can have a private life.
Says
you
who?
don't have to tell everybody everything
Says
about
who?
you. We don't have to know that he has prostate cancer.
Says who?
What does that affect his job?
Yes.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
It means he cannot be there doing his job.
He is doing his job. You should know everything is done by computer. He is in contact with people all the time. And he has assistants who are working.
Now you make a. I just asked you.
In other words, you went from one thing which was a non-issue to another thing that is a non-issue.
I said,
but it's according to.
But wouldn't you let your boss know that you had a medical issue? If your boss knows it, that's good. Though. I'm saying, wouldn't you let him know?
He doesn't have to know that I have prostate cancer
because you are an integral part of this country's government.
What does that do? Is it interfering with his position?
Well, we don't know that because we didn't know where he was.
They knew where he was.
Now, some people knew where he was.
That's right. The people it was a need to know basis.
So if you
here's what happened with the computer.
So if you take a public job,
let me tell you something.
Wait, if you take a public job, are you not?
You have a private life. You don't have to tell everything about yourself.
Okay. Well,
you know what? The problem with the computerized world, we think that everything a person in public position, we need to know.
Okay,
we don't.
All right, that's your opinion. Okay.
And that's my perspective.
Now, I will say one thing. I will have to grudgingly agree with you, at least if you got good people in your organization somebody else can carry on until you. So I'm with that. But it does mean
all of those generals know what's going on.
But-
Okay.
right.
In other words, first of all, generals don't tell everything.
They ain't supposed to. They got,
Okay.
but they're not civilians.
They don't have to tell
But
the
they're not-
president. Well, you know, Lord Austin got prostate cancer. See, that's gossip.
Okay.
They deal with the business.
I-
They're dealing with where do these missiles need to be? Where
That's right.
does this ship need
And
to
I
be?
still say
And all that.
the president needs to know.
He don't have. It's a need to know basis. What difference does it make?
Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Because they had.
Yeah,
because
there you go. Now you're saying it's so important that we know that a man has prostate cancer, but it's not important for the people to be in a position.
Lloyd is a civilian and not military personnel.
He's in charge of military.
Right, but he's not in the military.
Okay.
He's in charge of.
He's in charge of.
Right.
He's still military.
Well, I did give in that if he's got good people around him that can handle the job, that it's not. But the president still should know.
It's a non-issue.
I don't agree with that.
It's a non-issue. Well, should he know every time if he had ED? Does the president need to know that? Answer my question. Caller, I asked him a question. Did you hear it? I said, if Lord Austin had ED, do you have to tell the president that?
Because the kind of relationship they got.
That's what I'm saying. So if he got prostate cancer, which that's in the same, in the same realm.
Depends on how close they are. Anyway, that's real close. but we will take a break at the moment. Then you come back.
Well, you never did answer my question.
What was that? Well, I don't think the president needs to know that. That's personal.
Okay.
Okay, if you say so. Let's take a break. 1440 is our number. Call whatever on your mind. We will love to hear from you. So, we'll be back. It's an interesting day.
Family owned.
The president should know. Nobody else has to know. But the president should know. Why? Because he's the commander-in-chief. And he's in charge of, overall in charge of the military.
Okay. Now, it was anything effective about the military. No. In other words, he has the best care in the world, the best doctor, and
again, if you
and he was, and you know what? There is no way to know what was going on with him unless someone reported it.
The numbers of Governor DeSantis who came in second, and this is only around 19%. These candidates were good.
That's one. We were making it, it's like, we brought up two different things, but it's the same thing. What's going on is, what a person is a MAGA Twitter, and a Mr. Frank. What does that have to do with it? That's more information I need to know. It's totally irrelevant. Whether or not the president knew that Lord Austin had prostate cancer.
I think it doesn't have to necessarily be known to the public.
But I think the president, no.
It does that have anything to do with y'all?
What? If you're incapable of being giving information about a serious issue, yeah,
No.
The president needs to know who's responsible at that moment.
We don't have to know. We don't need to know about everything.
But this is the Department of Defense.
And they had an operation. They knew what was going to happen. Everybody knew.
And so the president should have known that.
What?
So
he got enough on
So
his
he
plate.
knows who's in charge of the Department of Defense.
He knows he would if something had gone wrong, he would have known. Hey, but that wouldn't change anything.
No, I'm pretty sure that although Lord,
and if you just want to know, in other words, and still it would have been a possibility because he would say, Lord Austin, okay, this is happening. Blah, blah, blah. He's in charge. He knows what's going on. He's got people that are in contact with him all the time. You don't have to put directly to every issue. Only in the
but you have to be
every
available
every day. The president has information that he has briefed. Okay, if there was anything that
Lord wasn't there at the meeting for all them days,
he's not there. And the president probably wasn't there.
But if Sergeant Elkins wasn't the scene, somebody want to know where I was.
That's the man. You're not an executive. I tell you that. Grunt got to go out there and
But
fight.
it depends on
And the grunt cook got a finger. And so yeah, now if you were missing it, and they ain't had
okay, here it is. I'm in charge of the Metro. Metro. Okay, he ain't there. He ain't been gone for 4 days. I think the sergeant major will want to know that.
You can't do that by paperwork. All his job is paperwork.
I think
his job is paperwork.
I think if you're in charge of it, something you need to let the man know you ain't gonna be there.
And see, you know what? You know what you do? I got a word for what you do. Yeah. I'm only gonna say it.
I'll put it on mute. Let me put it on mute so nobody can hear.
No, I'm going to put it on the air when we come back.
Okay, well,
when we come back, I'm going to put it over the air because, and you know what? It's a common occurrence, and I'm aware of it.
Okay, well, I like to hear it.
Okay.
But don't make me get up off my chair. We're going to knock the hell out of you.
You know what? That's the least of my You know what? I am a non-violent person.
Don't you think I'm a wuss?
But, and don't you think I'm a wuss?
I'm 69, boy, you can have it. I'm going to put on you. Anyway, good morning, everybody. This day has been an event for 8:33 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There's been a lot of information.
Now, Donald wants to tell me what he thinks I am.
Okay.
Now, after he tells me, and you hear some ruckus going on in the studio,
okay,
it's me opening up a can of whip ass on Donald.
What did you say?
Okay.
Caused me to say that.
I said, black folks always make me pussy. Other black folks in leadership. Okay. And
now,
like Lord Austin, you make excuses.
Okay, because he's black, we were trying to find a fault in him.
No. You won't find the fault.
No, I'm not. There is no fault behind that.
Yes,
but here's what I say. Here's what I said to you. I said, what you're doing, Captain, and what you do from time to time.
Don't say it.
You is a black man.
Yeah.
Black people, like black people, doing so many things that are wrong, whether it is or not.
Yeah.
That gives you white social capital.
I just did it. Okay.
That is white social. You know what? White social capital.
I can't say what that is.
It is an unwritten agreement among people about things of other ethnicities or race or whatever. And there's an agreement that they fall into, and that builds. So therefore, you don't make white people feel uncomfortable when you're in a conversation if you have white social capital and you talk the way they want to hear.
Oh, I didn't understand.
You say what they want to hear.
You calling me an Uncle Sugar.
No, I said you are an individual who is searching for white social capital, acceptance,
and I'm not
around.
also,
Hey, this is my.
I'm not also searching for black capital.
Hold on. This is my perspective. This is my perspective. Okay. See, I noticed, and most scholars notice, that you will let a white tell lies on here and go on and on about it. And you will never disagree with them, and you will encourage them along the way.
Okay, give me one line.
I'm not going to get the habit
because you can't do it. It's an hyperbole. You mean hyperbole?
It's not. Whenever someone calls in and says, well, that's the Democrats. And they say, well, the Democrats did this. And they equate things that happen under Southern Democrats to the National Democratic Party, which is totally different.
Good morning, who's this? I hear you.
Okay.
Good morning, who's this? I'm trying to get the stuff together, get the school together.
I'm trying to get it together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He wasn't off on his own, he didn't care for sure. That is an incorrect statement. Everyone under him knew where he was. Where was he? He was in a military hospital. Yeah. He was at a military hospital. No, they're making it an issue. They're making it an issue like you are. It is not an issue. That's right. In other words, if you're in a position, you're not the they know what you're doing. Whatever position he is, he's in that position, and the people under him know exactly where he was at every moment. Yes, they did.
Well, they knew where he was, right?
Because the news is making it according to what news you listen to. Sir, what if you're in a Walter Reed hospital, people know you're there. Okay? They know you're there. The people who need to know, that's on need to know basis. He's at Walter Reed Hospital. That is not a secret. That is not a complete secret. Well, sir, and you know what? Like I said before, if that is your perspective, that is your perspective. Okay, you don't ever lose your rights, sir, unless you go to prison. You don't lose your rights.
True, because we lose certain rights. During the military, you lose certain rights. You lose certain rights.
Hold on. Well, the people who needed to know knew it, okay? Sir, well, they made it. The news media make an issue all the time. That is not an issue. It's an issue if you want it to be. It's more of a non-issue than an issue. Whether he has prostate cancer or not, it's not an issue.
Listen. He's a living. He can't help it.
No,
that's just what he's doing. Yeah.
But from my perspective, That's your perspective. Okay, so I guess where we're going, you agree with Kevin that the people who what they did on January 6th, that they are justified in what they did and the way they did. Okay. Were they Democrats?
Yeah, most of them were.
Oh, they were Democrats. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that, I mean, I'm just asking your perspective. See, I'm not arguing. I'm just trying to find what your perspective is of what right and wrong is. Or you don't know.
Was with the Democratic Party.
Now let's get back. I asked about
take over the White House.
Okay, I just asked about January 6th. That was instigated by a Republican.
That's not true.
Okay. When he said stop the wait a minute, stop the steal. Was there a stolen election? Are you a denier also, sir?
Well, brother,
was the race stolen? Was the election stolen?
According to the count.
Okay. So did he win? Yes or no? Okay.
But if you go to the Heritage Foundation, you can have all the people that voted illegally in the Heritage Foundation.
Okay.
In every state. In every state in America.
Okay. So do you think it was stolen? Do you think it was stolen?
It was manipulated.
Hold on. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you the question again, sir. Hold on, I'm not talking over you. I asked you a question.
We're gonna make up for that, Bill. Just now.
I asked you a question. Was the election stolen, yes or no?
You manipulated.
Hold on. I'm asking him. Was the election stolen, yes or no?
Right. They manipulated.
Hold on.
They did. Well, like legal stealing.
In other words, the rally was stop the steal.
Right. Manipulated.
Well, if someone takes something from you that doesn't belong to them, it belongs to you, that's stealing, no matter what.
No. If somebody comes up to
that's stealing.
No, not necessarily. If somebody if somebody gives me a dollar, a dollar
caller is right here.
Okay,
caller is right here.
I know, but
I'm trying to find out what he called it. If it's not stealing, what is it?
It's finessing.
Hold on. He's answering. What is your answer? If someone takes something from you and they feel they shouldn't have taken it from you, you didn't give it to them, what do you call it? If you don't call it stealing, huh? Okay, go ahead. What do you call it? What do you call it? Oh, you call it stealing. Okay, so stop the steal. You said what? They were stopping the steal. That's what Trump said.
That's an opinion.
So was the election stolen? Yes or no?
It was manipulated.
Hold on. We gave the definition of steal.
And listen,
you gave. Look, what are you doing? You're dancing around.
Hey, I gotta go. But I have the answer.
What is stealing?
I'm going to have the answer to you. First of all, if somebody comes to me and says, "Here, I'll give you a $5 bill if you give me $4 and ones," we find and now we think we made a good deal. We think we got a good deal because I made $1, right? Until we find out the $5 bill is counterfeit. Is that stealing?
Yes, that's stealing.
No, I gave it up. I gave the $5 bill up under the pretense. That was
a deception.
Exactly.
So they stole it from you through deception.
And that's what they did in 2020. They deceived us.
So they stole it. What you said was stealing.
Again, deception.
So
did not necessarily.
Did they steal the election? Yes or no?
It was manipulated.
Hold on. I just told you a deception is a theft.
Again,
I tried to deceive you anyway.
They gave me something for the dollars.
Let me ask you.
It turned out the $1 bill was
do you have any proof
that they stole the election. I got all kinds of proof that they manipulated. All kinds. Is there any proof? If his own attorney general said no, secretary, everyone said no. Yeah. Take a break, and we'll be back for our last segment here. No, they manipulated the election. Okay, I'm trying to play the rules. Stealing is stealing. If they give me something that I thought was more valuable than what I had, and it turns out to be counterfeit, they took it. Ultimately, it was theft. Ultimately, it was theft. It either was or it was not. They manipulated. You cannot technically steal. I steal or you don't. I surrendered my $5. Did they steal it? No. That's the deception. Because ultimately, to be deceived, you can be deceived and not get anything in return. That's deception. Arbitrary was excellent. I don't know what the word deception is. But I'm telling you, when you get something that if I tell you I've got 5 and I don't have 5, but you gave me a 5 and I gave you a 5 for it, that deception. I surrendered my $4. That's deception. It's either now if you don't know what accounts is, you don't. That's deception. They knew you didn't know. But I can't say he stole it. He stole it. It's actually he stole your money. But I surrendered that money based on because he deceived you. What did I do? He deceived you. So you have empirical evidence with that. What is the empirical evidence on what you're talking about? Because is there empirical evidence? Yes, there is. Where? No. Where is it that it was consented by someone to a court of law? Where is it? They had months to do it. I got hundreds of people. When all they found is there were lies when Giuliani put those people in Georgia in peril off of a lie. That was a lie. I got 78. Let me ask you this. I got 78 pages here. Let me ask you. False vote. Let me ask you. Is any of what you're seeing on the article about doing that anything to me? Is what you're talking about on the internet? Is any of this? None of them wanted to hear it. They're all quiet. They're all quiet. Or they Democrats or Republicans? Democrats. All of them were Democrats. No, there was some Republicans who were bought by the Democrats. They sold to the devil. That's what cognitive dissonance is. You're giving it. If you can't give me an example. When you vote for the presidency for 55 days, that is unconstitutional. There's nothing in the Constitution that says you can change the rules because we got. Let me ask you this. Now you want to go on. That's what all of this is about. It's about what this is about. Is where are we going to vote? Sure. A lot of war. Delivering dollars at 12 o'clock at night. Where? Outside the Pennsylvania County, Alabama. Saw it with my own eyes. Saw it. And that's what Giuliani is going to do. That's why he's going to pay that. He's going to pay out every, the rest of his life. He's going to pay those 2 women next. He's going to pay those 2 women the rest of his life. And the Smartmatic is going to get everything else in there. He's going to never make a dime in his life again. That will be my hiring myself. He's going to die broke. Because he's going to die broke either. What I'm saying is, from being one of the most effective mayors in the United States of America. So here's the question. Does the sum of one's life tied up with understanding? Let me say this. It is. I know what life is. Everything is up to you. No. The past is the imagination. The present is what my so right now, what is he doing? He'll tell me. Well, you wait there, man. Right over something. At the end of the
Do
day,
you have a switchboard?
at the end of the day, the Republicans sat home and the Democrats were moving. At the end of the day. And so that's the past. Now, what they do in the future, that's the imagination. What are they doing now? They're trying to make sure that that doesn't happen. If that is what happens, we now make sure that that doesn't happen. That's all. How about we just pay attention to the Constitution? Okay, we're back. 860-1440 is the number here. Yeah, so Tania on the Dr.
Well, that's not. Okay, that's not. What do you love tomorrow? You call her and you get this and you do okay. But something and
I'll find out.
And I want to say, thank you for having me on your show. And I can tell you, whenever I'm speaking, I'm giving my perspective, my point of view, based on my perception. That is how I receive information and what I interpret from my information. What you have is yours. I am right a different. I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying from my perspective. And that's what I try to say to people. It is not to argue. It's not to say you're wrong. It's to say, in my perspective, it's wrong. And when I ask the question to a person, I try to frame it so the answer is simple. Yes or no. That makes it very simple. And that's why I do. If you can answer the question, but if you have to hum and haw,
okay, Reverend, let me go through the call.
Go ahead.
Good luck.
Good morning. Fine, how are you? What? Say that again. I don't.
It's just by distinction written into the law.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, theft. If you think so, the means by which you feel is theft.
Yeah. I put one on the line. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, there was $65 million for the 2020 election that was sent in via the mail. Okay. So you can
And there were what, in person,
verified by
in person. Well, they're supposedly verified by each state.
So let me ask you this: look up how many were sent from the state of Alabama.
Let's see.
What is your point? Is what I'm
The point is we manipulate the hell out of the U.S. Constitution on that important 2020, and we don't know. And we don't know.
Yes, you know any one of those. I mean,
yeah.
Okay. You think their vote was illegal?
I think all the mail-in ballots are illegal, as far as I'm concerned, except for the exception of absentee ballots. I think that if you have a legitimate reason, right, not to vote, but these people were voting for convenience and not necessarily because they could not vote in person.
At that time,
exactly, and that's what put the.
Let me ask you this. Well, how many of those mail-in ballots were illegal?
Come on, who's this? Listen, so that's thing. Good morning. Yeah. Okay. No, that's true. That's true. Good morning, who's this? Hello. Good morning. It's a tool made by man and it's been manipulated by men. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Mm. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. We can. I got to run to my time is up. But interesting point of view. Like a good friend says, your perspective. Yeah. Time's up. Going too quick today. Bye.
Okay. Well, how's the year looking forward? What is it going to be? Will it be pushing through this year?
Yeah.
It's good. It gives me an opportunity to make really good statements about something we said on Wednesday. Yeah. People on Thursday.
Yeah.
Because you always get it.
Well, you
say it like you hear it, though. That's from your perspective. That's what you heard. Not exactly. But last time I did something, it was an interesting perspective. It was what I was saying all the time about my favorite was about science. Science is a belief, and it's not all Jews are Zionists, and not all Zionists are Jews. Zionism is just a social construct based on belief. We don't know that. We have a right to not really care. God is doing the thing. Here's the part that confuses me. Okay, if Jesus is coming back, this is a good one for you. If Jesus is coming back, and they say no one listens to heaven except through me, and that's Jesus, then The Jews who use take everything from the Palestinians, they're not going to live with him because they don't think that he's right. But you're taking profit because Jesus is coming back there, but Jesus is not going to take them with him.